Hello everyone, I'm Prince B and welcome back to Mother. Last time we made it to Magicant and spent a whole episode just kind of wandering around, exploring. Uh, I glanced ahead at a guide and apparently once you open one of these chests, the other ones become empty, as you could probably see right there. So it said to get the boomerang, which is a much better item than the cracked bat. I'm gonna throw that away now that we don't need it. Uh, Speaking of guides, I came to a conclusion on what I wanted to do with that. Um, I'm recording all the audio in post, like I do for my Nuzlocke series on the Justica channel. Uh, so you're not really getting my immediate reactions to the situations in the game just because the audio was getting way out of sync or whatever. What I was saying was either 20 seconds or 20 ahead or behind what was actually happening on the screen. So I decided we go to post. Um, since you're not getting my genuine reactions, I thought a good thing to do, since there's no point in watching me wander around for 20 minutes, not accomplish anything, and you just listen to me just talk over that. Uh, Instead, in the interest of time, I'll glance at a guide ahead of time, see what's ahead, and then from there, well, you get the idea. I'll just glance ahead at a guide, find out what we need to do, and do it, so that we can get through this faster and not waste time. Uh, so yeah, that's my decision on that. I went into that cave area thing, that well. That's our next location, but I remembered something that we can get before that, and so I want to do a little backtrack and get it. If you played Smash Bros. Or you've played through this game, you probably know what I'm referring to. It'll help us on the way, but if not, you'll see in just a bit. Let's see, here I couldn't quite remember where I was going. It's actually behind the castle, but I didn't remember that, so... And again, I'm not gonna, like, super rely on the guide. I'm just gonna glance, get our key points, and then we're gonna go from there. Just to save us some time and get some more progress done than stumbling around. Like, if I were recording the audio at the same time as the game, I wouldn't bother with a guide because it'd be more genuine, but since you're already not getting that audio at the same time, it's kind of a moot point. Take these guys down, that was easy. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Again, I know it's not really fair to compare Mother 3 to this one, since that one's later down the line, it's newer, it's more polished. But, and I am using the easy ring in this game, so, but what I was, wow, I can't talk. What was it? Oh yes, so far, outside of the Starman Jr. that kind of caught me by surprise while I had very little health, none of the enemies have been a huge problem, where it's been a really big fight, where I've had to use, like, the defense buffs and the offense buffs, or even really any items. Oh, hold on. These are the Flying Men. If you played Smash for 3DS, you probably recognize them from the Magicant stage. Apparently they're just like little allies that can help you, and they take hits for you, and they fight for you. But there are only like 5 of them, and once they die, they're dead for good. So let's try not to lose them. And that's useful right now since we don't have any other allies. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I haven't had to use any stat buffs, debuffs, or items in battle really. And that was something I really liked about Mother 3, was it really, instead of just spamming attacks, you had to think, okay, this enemy has really high defense, I may want to lower it. Or, I'm not doing enough damage, I may want to raise my offense. That was something I really liked about that one. So I don't know if that'll come into play later, or if those psi attacks will just kind of sit there and never get used. Because I've got some, like, offense up, defense up, but I haven't really used them yet, 'cause I haven't had any reason to. And in most of the RPGs I've played, which bear in mind isn't a huge number, though I do enjoy the ones that I've gotten to play, I haven't actually, or I barely ever used those moves. Like, they usually become obsolete by a third or a fourth of the way through the game. So, I'm just hoping that those become more important down the line, because I actually enjoyed having to think about what move I'm going to use next and everything. A lot more than just spamming the strongest move I have and killing everything in sight. Let's see. Oh, what's up here? Magic herb, I don't need any of those. Oh, well, I got it. Speaking of which, our flying man got hurt a bit. Should see. I don't think we can heal him. I think I tried to heal him here, but it turns out that he can't be healed or something. So that's unfortunate. But let's see. Eventually I do want to, for these gameplays or whatever, I want to find a way to record it where the audio won't get out of sync from what I'm saying or whatever, but I have no idea how to fix it or whatever, so it's unfortunate, but this is the way we're gonna have to do it for now. And these guys go down. Come on. That's something I don't like about this is if you attack an enemy and your ally targets the same enemy, it doesn't count or whatever, like your second attack doesn't switch to the other foe on screen. Just a minor irritating thing. It kind of takes some damage, or kind of makes it hard to deal damage against multiple enemies unless you, especially with these guys, since you don't control their actions. And it looks like I can't heal them. I was right. I did try and heal them and it didn't work. Found a Psi Stone. Let's see. I don't need this magic herb, so I'll use it. And let's get that Psi Stone. And what does this do? Psi power sitting in the stone. That's another problem, is some of these item descriptions are really vague. Like, I don't know what it looks like it recovers power points, but I'm not completely sure what it does. Is it like an item that as long as I have it I can recover power points, or is it it's not a one-time use apparently, but it doesn't really say this item has 5 uses or 10 uses or whatever. So that's a little minor irritation I have with this. Oh, our flying man died, unfortunately. So we have access to 4 left. I could backtrack and try and get another. Let's see, this onyx hook. I remember this being important. I'm gonna toss something. I think the flea bomb or maybe the breadcrumbs. I probably don't need those. Yeah, we could backtrack and get another flying man, but I don't think that, because without them I'm still getting through this place at a pretty good pace, so we can probably skip getting another one. We'll probably be fine on our own. And we got the onyx hook. What does this do again? Onyx hook. You can return to Magic Camp from anywhere using this. So that's a fairly useful item. I'm guessing that since we have to bring or collect all the melodies for Queen Mary, that being able to return here at will probably be a fairly useful ability. So we'll hang on to that. I'm not sure if, again, I'm not sure if this is a one-time use item or if it's an as long as you hold it item. The game doesn't do a great job of explaining that. And I mean, I get that they have limited text space or whatever, so that's kind of why, but let's see. Let's check this. Basic sword. See, I want to say that sword, I don't think we can use it actually. Let's see, we can't use the flash dark. I think we'll drop it. No, we'll save it. I think that basic sword is for someone we get later on. Let's see, we got this guy. This guy's depressing, I remember that. I'm a forgotten man, I may as well not exist. You don't have to notice me, you know. Just go ahead and forget me, or something. I've scrolled through too fast. It's best if you don't give me words of kindness. I can't live on, like... I scrolled through this faster than I can read it in post, so... But basically, he's talking about how alone he is and how depressing he is, or whatever. He kind of reminds me of Negative Man from the third game. And then he asks if I'm a forgotten man. I said yeah, because I thought that's what he wanted to hear, but apparently that wasn't. And then he makes us listen to his whole speech again. But, yeah, so apparently he's just really depressed, and, you have to agree to ignore him to get through. But here we are, another one of those shells that take us to Magicant, and now we're outside. And we're all the way down somewhere. The map isn't great. And let's go up. And now we're just walking. That's another thing, is it's kind of hard to tell if you're actually going the right direction or whatever. And a Barbot. Let's fight this guy. Oh, one hit. Yeah, maybe the easy ring wasn't the greatest idea. I'm taking everything down in like 1 or 2 hits. Oh well. I don't want to try and... It'd probably be... For the sake of getting through this, it's probably best that we leave it on. And I don't even know how to take it off if I don't want it, so... We'll just go through. And... no... Is this the way? Yep, there we go. There's a ramp. Yeah, a lot of the stuff actually looks very similar to itself, so it's kind of hard to figure out what's what. Let's just go in here. Okay, yeah, this is... it doesn't tell you right out, but this is actually a school. And I kinda... yeah, no running in the halls. I didn't notice it at first, but after... I think after I talked to her, I was like, oh, she's kind of like a nurse. I can treat minor injuries here, but if you're sick, you'll need to visit an actual hospital. So I healed here. And then I come out, and... oh, well, that kind of looks like a science-y room. It's got little beakers, and it's got a chalkboard. And I talk to this guy. Hey, I haven't seen you before. Do you even go to this school? And that's where I was like, yep, this is a school. And there are just a lot of kids we can talk to. Dragon Quest IV? No, as a matter of fact, I haven't played Dragon Quest IV. I've played Dragon Quest VIII, and that one was really, really good. But I haven't played 4. I haven't played any of the other ones, actually. And let's... nope, move. There we go. And a lot of what they're saying is just kind of nonsense, but nothing else in there. Oh, no, I wasn't done talking. School janitor has the key to the roof, but he won't give it to anyone. I hear that Lloyd ran off with some explosives. He's in big trouble if the teachers find him. And I'm Susie. I won the Nowhere pageant. Do I think you're pretty? Sure. You're pretty for a garbled mess of pixels. Let's see. Door to the roof is locked. Was I gonna ditch and listen to the radio? No. Strawberry flavored tofu is all the rage in big cities. I don't remember if you can get that in this game or in Earthbound, but I do remember there being like an item called strawberry tofu in Mother 3. I wonder if that was a nod to this part of that game or whatever, or if it was just independent. Let's see. Don't assume I'm an ordinary old guy. Oh, that's what her dad says. I was like, you don't look much like an old guy. I'm hungry. No problem here. No, talk. Getting lost in your own school. No, I'm lost, but this isn't my school, so it's excusable. Empty room. Wait, what's that? Oh, a piano. It looks completely different from everything else. It looks important. But it wouldn't let me talk to it. I think I remember way back when I was reading on just random pages or whatever, I seem to remember the piano being important, but it wouldn't let me talk to it or check it, so I don't know. Teasing Lloyd. Cracked bat. Since they're giving us another cracked bat, I'm guessing that we'll need that later. Slingshot. No, I haven't actually. La 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 la. She's singing. Keep quiet in the library. Chew, don't sneeze on me. This actually doesn't look much like a library. There's no bookshelves. There's a big lock on the door at the top of the stairs. Oh, what was that? So we have to go find the janitor now. I'm guessing that because they kept saying the janitor has the key. Oh, don't do that. And I do know that we need to get to the top of the roof. Oh, what's that? We have a cold, apparently. I don't know what that status does, but based on the fact that it keeps flashing, I'm guessing it's like being poisoned in Pokemon. She sleeps until noon all day, never packs lunch. Isn't that just terrible? Sure. She gets fatter and fatter. Isn't she a terrible woman? Yeah. How dare you talk about my wife like that? Get out. Yes, the door's locked. It's terrible that she doesn't pack your lunch. Oh no, she's not terrible that she's getting fatter and fatter. How about some tea? Sure. I'm not sure what tea has to do with being a smart kid. I guess it's... I don't know. And now we're following him all the way up. My wife was very first Miss Middle of Nowhere. Okay, I didn't ask, but okay. Unlocked the door. View from the roof is really nice. So let's call it right here. We'll go up to the roof next time. Thank you for watching as always. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button to stay up to date with videos I'll be releasing in the future. Thanks again.